Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir, for that lovely intro. Well, hello there, everyone. You are watching yet another episode of the YouTube show of yours truly. That's right, Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's episode 679. This is the 5th edition of the State of the Shenanigan Address. My final thoughts for June of 2023. What a month this was, let me tell you. I mean, we're heading into July. I'm hoping, I was checking the weather for the next 10 days, and it was saying that it's going to rain Saturday and Sunday. Friday, the Whalen City Festival may end up being a bust. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Because they've been wrong with the weather every single friggin' time. They say it's going to rain this Tuesday. So, I really don't know what the heck is going on. I'm hoping that it will be a nice week throughout next week, because it is the fireworks. Then we get the Whalen City Festival to follow that, and I gotta tell you, it's I gotta tell you, it's gonna be. I'm hoping to go to the Whalen City Festival this year. That's what I'm hoping. But let's go talk about the month of June though, because it's been a crazy month. It's been like a totally crazy month from beginning to end. And not only that, though, wow. Well, not only that, the work has been a little stressful, because we had people not showing up, people have to call out to work, being on leave of absence, and all this good stuff. And it's been very, very tough on me, but from a mental standpoint. And then what got tougher is this first half of this week, this final week of June. It was a life-changing week, to say the least. My father and I were discussing getting my car, and the Yaris I had at the time. I'll explain. I think I talked a little bit about it on Rant and Rave last night. Was supposed to be we supposed to check it out for inspection and get an upgrade sticker. Come to find out that the bottom frame has been all rotted out. It's not safe to be on the road. I was like, my father drove by when I was working. I was almost done working. He goes, well, you're going to need a new car. I'm like, uh-oh. And now, back in my mind, I'm thinking, do I have the money for it? As, thankfully, God's blessing, the Lord was smiling upon me, because I did have enough money to buy myself, to get myself a new car. So, this past Tuesday, we went to a dealership in the south end here in New Bedford, and ended up getting a good price for a good car, a decent car. It's a 2003 Toyota Highlander. And we decided, we bought the car. We took it up for inspection, because that's what you have to do. And they said, you need a new tire rod, and the emergency brake was sticking. So I drove it shortly on the way home Tuesday, and I think all the times of driving the Chevy Forward Astra, we had this big old dark blue van we had back in the day. I drove a little bit of that for a while, and then I ended up driving my father's truck, and I did drive the current car, the Ford. What we have here now, the black car. I forgot the name of it. My father was more of the car expert. He's been in the car expert since he was 11, for goodness sake. So we're talking about because he got he had this vast knowledge of cars. He's impressive with that. I can't keep up with him for that. It's like he was fascinated with cars since he was 11. I mean, that was his passion back then. He was a mechanic for almost 40 years, and he retired at the end of 2015, like during the holidays 2015, and decided, and decided to basically be a bus driver. Who knew, right? Anyways, so needless to say, I was not very happy because I was going to be without a car for like a couple of days. Fine, I was kind of stressed because sometimes you lose that because when you have that car, when you have a car of your own, you have that freedom. You have that, yeah, I can go anywhere I want, you know. You don't worry about begging people for rides and all that. So, I ended up going. We ended up bringing it back to the dealership that gave us the car, that sold us the car. Said, hey, can you fix it? Yeah, no problem. They got it fixed up. So yesterday we ended up getting the car back. So I was without the car for like a couple of days or so, a couple and a half days. And this morning my father brought it in to another car garage that does the car inspection, sticker inspection. Boom, all set, ready to go. So I officially have a 2003 Toyota Highlander, and this is a huge deal for me. This is a big change, and I just realized something, that I at least bought one car in 4 different decades. You think about it. In the 90s, it was the 86 Cutlass Sierra. That was my first car because I got my license in 99. Then I followed that up with I quickly followed that up with the Volkswagen Jetta. I think it was a 94, 95. In the 2000s, I ended up getting a Geo Prism because my Jetta broke down and the fuel pump busted in that, and they couldn't fix it. So the Volkswagen. So I went up with a Geo Prism. Then it was a Toyota Camry, I believe in 2009, and that's when having the internet. Then in 2012, I ended up getting the Taurus. That was my recent car, but now we're in the 2020s. The Toyota Highlander, which I have decided affectionately nicknamed the Silver Samurai. And now, as of this morning, it's street legal. Inspection sticker updated, I should say, and I'm ready to fly. That's right. And this is going to be a new. This situation is going to be a new experience for me because I've driven cars mostly, like small cars, but this is like a SUV type of vehicle. It's the shape of an SUV, but yeah, it's like a half van, half truck type deal. I mean, and I had to, like I said, I experienced driving that Chevy. My family had a Chevy Forward four-wheel drive Astro. It was like a big blue box. I drove that for one. I drove my father's truck, the Chevy Silverado that he has right now, and then he needs the upgrade because it's been going through a lot. Because my sister had to borrow, my sister and my brother-in-law in Connecticut had to borrow that, so I was like, wow. But it's a brand new car, brand new experience for me. You know, last year around this time, we were not in our house. We were across the street in our neighborhood so that the house can be de-leaded and all that. And then it took about a month for it to pass inspection. So, and then as of August 20th of 2022, I was officially moved in my new room. Everything is so set up the way it is now, the way you see things now. I have an air conditioner in my room, so this is going to be my first full summer in this new room, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So at least I get to kind of relax a little bit now. But now, this year is a brand new car, so to speak. You know? I mean, 2003, it's an older model, but the car looks like in pristine condition, you know? It looks like it's a car that is up to now, and just amazes me how people do that, you know? It's like, wow, it was the most impressive thing ever, man. And so I am very, very grateful and very thankful for that, you know. Let's see, what else happened? Oh yeah, the Nintendo Direct. It was great. I'm looking now. I know AEW Fight Forever is out now, I'm going to try and get that. All right. And I'll probably play a little bit. I will probably play an exhibition match and create my character. And if I want somebody in my corner, I'll put Hikaru Shida in my corner, and my opponent will be MJF. I'll probably want to beat the you know what out of that Beavis looking butthead. So that's I just like making fun of MJF, and that's why he made the company. That's why he's like one of the best things going in AEW. And I it's fun to roast a heel, and I always miss being old school, roasting heels. Nowadays, a lot of people can be oversensitive and stuff and all that. So I had to be very, sometimes I wasn't afraid of these old school heels, like you stink, you suck, and I was like, yeah, you can't wrestle, you can't win, hope he beats you up, It's kind of tough to talk trash nowadays when a lot of people say, the internet ruined kayfabe wrestling, and blame it on Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Razor Ramon, and Diesel, and all that. Or Hall and Nat, Kevin Hall and Scott Nat. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. So but I want to still continue doing the thing, but then I know how to be respectful. I'm trying to learn how to be respectful as wrestlers and all that. So that's another thing that I'm trying. I'm learning too. So. Going back, I was going off a tangent because I was talking about AEW Fight Forever coming out. I think it's out for the Switch too. I'm trying to get that. Also, Super Mario Wonder coming out this October. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see when trying to stock up some Amazon gift cards so I can reserve a copy for that because I like that. The game looks pretty cool, pretty awesome. Guys, it's reminiscent of Super Mario 2 without the points, the scoring system, and I wanted to, I'm sure they do that. I'm sure they do that. Would probably do it off, like from another screens, like, okay, how much points you scored, yada yada yada, and all that. So we'll see. We'll see the finished product because that probably was like, probably a little bit of a pilot example or something like that. So kind of looking forward to Super Mario Wonder. Also, the Ninja Turtles DLC Operation. Dimension Shell Shock, I should say. Looking forward to that. Hopefully I can get that added to the thingy dingy there. Added to the Shredder's Revenge. And the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 5 coming out this summer as well. Looking forward to that as well. Rant and Rave, we are now, 5 episodes away now after we just completed our 194th episode. So we're going to 195. We'll be officially 5 episodes away now. Right now we're 6 episodes away, but once we hit 195, it will be 5 episodes away. So I'm looking forward to that. Look at that, and I'm still wondering who the guest that Brandon had locked up for us, or so to speak, not locked up, but have booked, not locked up, booked. So I'm hoping the July of this year will be a whole lot better than last year's July, obviously. Kind of looking forward to, I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in July. Now, July usually is the hottest month. And temperature's starting to climb. We had a little bit of mostly high 70s, and we're going to 80s. So, but good news is that air conditioners in my room. I got a brand new air conditioner in my new car, new truck van, my Highlander, my Silver Samurai, the Highlander. So we're ready to go. So I'm ready to go. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go. So I'm really excited, really pumped. And will I do episodes from my Highlander? Let's see. We'll see. I'm still trying to figure everything out. So I'm probably going to focus on trying to get used to driving it and used to, used to the lights and the gadgetry and whatever in it, inside that thing. So down the road, maybe. So usually during the winter I won't do it because I want to focus on driving, and sometimes driving in the snow is going to be really, really tough. But with this car, I don't think I'll have a problem with it. I'll probably have to be smart about it, though. That's probably the thing. Now, I'm not the type of guy who does Fast and the Furious stuff with it. So don't ask me to go crazy and all that. It is a good car. It is not a race car, Tyler Calvert. It is not a race car. It's just, I am not Al Unser Jr. or Mario Andretti or John Force or any of these great drivers from, or Dale Earnhardt Jr. And I'm not any of these guys. Like, let me just drive the way I want to drive. Is I drive within the law, obey the signs, obey the traffic lights, and everything else. So it's probably the biggest highlight of this month is basically me having a new car, a new vehicle to drive, a new vehicle, sport utility vehicle, and that's what the SUV comes from. So technically it is an SUV, but because it's shaped like an SUV, I'm going to call it that because it's not a car, it's not a truck, not even a van. So like it's a sport. I'm calling it an SUV type deal. And in fact, I think me and my family are the only. My family are the only ones in this neighborhood that drive something that cars that are shaped like sport utility vehicles. I mean, it's insane. My sister Jasmine has one. My mother has one. My dad's got the truck with the roof on it, but he says he's got to get that done. So he said. So it's like I said, it's been a crazy month to say the least. But there others part of the network community has not been a great month. Has not been a good month for them. And my buddy Romy from Beaufort had lost a loved one that he had. He went to Iowa to pay his final respects, which is, I'm sure has been tough on him. But he said he's back home, thankfully, and. Gary says has not been feeling too good and everything else. Yeah, it's been a rough month for the boys from Beaufort and the Sofas, that's for sure. But especially for Gary and Romy, and hopefully those two could bring us a lot of humor this coming Monday. That's what we need. We need them for humor because they've always been a show and made us laugh. And we did bring some humor last night on Rant and Rave, and we made each other laugh. And some members of the network community made peace. So I'm sure you heard about it. Jordan and Chayton Long and made peace with each other, which is good. And so it'll be and they came to an understanding, which is totally cool. And he apologized to me on the live chat. So Chayton Long, thank you very much for that. Again, you're forgiven, and you're off the ban list. By the way, you're no longer on the ban list. Your name was one of the names I banned from my channel, but now you don't have to worry about that anymore because Chayton Long is off that list. So, and I do appreciate that. So seriously, I do appreciate that. People sometimes don't have to apologize to me. Sometimes I can get out of hand too. But for him, for Chayton Long to do that, it's pretty big of him, and appreciate that. He's a lot younger than me, so. It makes me proud to be as an elder statesman of Rant and Rave for someone to do that because they don't have to do it. Some people. It shows that that people are human. It shows me that people are human and they can learn. And sometimes, hey, I'm the oldest of Rant and Rave, and I still learn a lot of things about life. I've always been the type of person just willing to learn and having a lot of fun. So, my car is all set. It's ready to go. It's street legal. It's up to date and everything else. It's now. It's here. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about the whole dang thing, Don't know what to tell you. I'm looking forward to everything going on and stuff. And so the show is going to get better from here. Now you think about it, and August, and when we hit September, Labor Day, you're talking about the second season. I'm probably going to change the thumbnails to accommodate that for the second season as well. So be on the lookout for that as well. But that's in September. Let's worry about 1 month at a time, 1 day at a time. Today's the last day of June. I want to say my final thoughts for June of 2023. It's this past week. It's been a big week. A big event that happened, getting a new car. It's a huge deal. Very thankful for that. And I'm sure some of my local friends out there, if you see me cruise down and you see me, hey, wait, you got a new car? Yep. So, it's a lot of fun. Also, the Dartmouth Walmart had their grand reopening. Walked inside, they had a DJ playing some old school hits and 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 then when I'm trying to buy stuff for the car, some new auto accessories and whatnot. And the fun part about that is that I was punching, I was ringing stuff up, cashing out, and Montel Jordan's "This Is How We Do It" comes on. I'm like doing a little strut here and there. Some people thought I was weird. There's some big fat white guy dancing to Montel Jordan. I mean, I'm just having fun. I love music. Music's been my blood since I was a kid. And my first album was Michael Jackson's Thriller, for goodness sakes. I mean, I grew up in the 80s. We had awesome music back then, bro. Come on. I got 6 months of Spotify Premium on this bad boy. Now I can listen to music in the car. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me tell you. Yeah. So for those of you who had a rough month of June, I want to encourage you guys. Listen, July is gonna get better. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do the thing and everything else, and we got fireworks, cookouts and all this. I don't know what's gonna happen to me this month. I know they're saying it's gonna be rain next weekend. Wellness City Festival is going to be a bust or something like that. I don't know. That's the case. They always get the weather wrong and everything else. And I feel like Roddy Piper. And, Hell comes from Frogtown. And and I don't know, man. And there's going to be a sequel called Hell Comes to Dogtown. Starts My Family. Anyways. I'm ranting and raving for far too long. I done that last night. Very, very thankful, though. It's been quite the month, though. A lot of good things have happened. A few bad things here and there. I don't want to talk about it. I've already discussed it on a playlist away from my Shenanigans show. And that's what the name things. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what's going to happen in July. Like I said we'll be a step closer to 200 episodes of Rant and Rave. Looking forward to that. We'll see. And I'm also looking forward to see what the Bofa Boys got planned for the summer, because I'm telling you one thing right now, I'm sure the Bofa Boys got a lot to talk about and everything else, and hopefully they can bring the humor, the funny, and everything else. I know we missed them wholeheartedly, and hopefully I will get to be appearing on some more of the streams, someone like Greek and Shaw, Derek Shaw, Derek Greek, good guy, has a lot of fun. Erin Moriarty, always like to hear from her once in a while, and so, but I've been appearing a lot on Jordan streams and all that, and I will try to appear more in the streams. And I'm sure if you guys have any questions, ask me in the chat, ask me in the comment section. What's up, and if you haven't asked me questions about the car, the new car I got, hey, I appreciate that. That'll be really super cool. Yeah, something in my ear. Yeah. So, anyways, lots going on SmackDown tonight. We know 2 title matches. The Undisputed Tag titles on the line, because SmackDown is going to emanate from London, England. The boys from England, Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy! They're challenging Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Tag Team titles. Asuka and Charlotte, they're going to go at it for the Women's Championship. That's on the line. The Undisputed Women's Championship. I know Bianca Belair is supposed to be banned from ringside in that matchup, so we'll see what's happened there. As you know, you heard about what happened on Impact last night. I mean, the Motor City Machine Guns are under siege, especially from, they were like a three front attack on the Motor City Machine Guns. You had Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz jump. Zachary Wentz made his return to former Nash Carter, jumping on Sabin, and then you got Nick Aldis on Alex Shelley's case, but now Leo Rush wants to be the who just made his debut, won his matchup, and then at the end of the show he attacked Chris Sabin. So the Motor City Machine Guns are under fire right now since they are the individual titles. So there's gonna be a lot of bullseyes on their backs, man. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens there. AEW is doing the thing. They just had a Forbidden Door fallout. Now they're going crazy. It's going to be nuts. So I do appreciate y'all tuning in, hearing about what the heck is going on. So June of 2023 is done. We're going to be July tomorrow. Money in the Bank. Can't wait for that. I'm going to try to see if I can pick up Fight Forever. And I'm going to try to find... I'm going to try to pick up Fight Forever. And that's what I'm planning on doing. But I'm going to try to take my truck more for a drive. So I can get used... Like I said, it's going to be a while to get used to it. So I'm going to try to get more often to used to it. So... not my truck, my SUV, my Toyota Highlander. I'm gonna call it the Highlander, my Silver Samurai. So it's gonna be slicing down the streets, but not at breakneck speed. Trying, it's just gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be very interesting to see what develops from here. So that's it. That's all the time we have on this show. Episode 679 is complete. We're almost approaching 20 episodes till 700. So possibly by the time July ends, the month of July ends, I'll be hitting over 700 episodes, which is probably huge. So thank you for tuning in. And it's not goodbye. It's just see you in the next episode. So until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.